Hail to thee, blithe spirit, bird thou never wert, that from heaven or it near, pourest thy heart in profuse strains of unpremeditated art. Higher still and higher from the earth thou springest, like a cloud of fire. The blue deep thou wingest, and singing still dost soar, and soaring ever singest. In the golden lighting of the sunken sun, over which clouds are brightening, thou dost float and run, like an unbodied joy whose races is just begun. The pale purple even melts around thy flight, like a star of heaven in the broad daylight. Thou art unseen, but yet I hear thy shrill delight. Keen as are the arrows of that silver sphere, whose intense lamp narrows in the white dawn clear, until we hardly see, we feel that it is there.
All the earth and air with thy voices loud, as when night is bare from one lonely cloud. The moon rains out her beams, and heaven is overflowed. What thou art we know not, what is most like thee? From rainbow clouds there flow not drops so bright to see, as from thy presence showers a rain of melody. Like a poet hidden in the light of thought, singing hymns unbidden till the world is wrought. To sympathy with hopes and fears it heeded not. Like a highborn maiden in a palace tower, soothing her love-laden soul in secret hour, with music sweet as love, which overflows her bower. Like a glow warm golden in a dell of dew, scattering unbeholden its aerial hue among the flowers and grass which screen it from the view.
Like a rose embowered in its own green leaves, by warm winds deflowered, till the scent it gives makes faint with too much sweet those heavy-winged thieves. Sound of vernal showers on the twinkling grass, rain awakened flowers, all that ever was joyous and clear and fresh, thy music doth surpass. Teach us, sprite or bird, what sweet thoughts are thine. I have never heard I praise of love or wine, that painted forth a flood of rapture so divine. Chorus hymnal of triumphal chaunt, marched with thine would be all but an empty vaunt, a thing wherein we feel there is something hidden want. What objects are the fountains of thy happy strain? What fields or waves or mountains? What shapes of sky or plain? What love of thine own kind? What ignorance of pain?
Thy clear keen joyance, languor cannot be, shadow of annoyance, never came near thee. Thou lovest, but never knew love's sad satiety. Waking or asleep, thou of death must deem things more true and deep than we mortals dream. Or how could thy notes flow in such a crystal stream? We look before and after, and pine for what is not. Our sincerest laughter with some pain is fraught. Our sweetest songs are those that tell of saddest thought. Yet if we could scorn hate and pride and fear, if we were things born not to shed a tear, I know not how thy joy we ever should come near. Better than all measures of delightful sound, better than all treasures that in books are found, thy skill to poet word, though scorner of the ground. Teach me half the gladness that thy brain must know, such harmonious madness from my lips would flow. The world should listen then, as I am listening now.
Okay, so one of my questions was, what exactly is the blithe spirit?
Yeah, I think the blithe spirit is the actual bird, and it's like a heavenly creation, like heavenly creature, and so it comes as like a spirit, and it's like speaking to him, like to the poet.
Mm-hmm. And the poet like admires how like purely happy the bird is, and he wants to like listen to it and kind of worship it in
Kind
a way.
of be like it, kind of.
Yeah.
He sees the bird as like different than humans, just like it's a spirit. It doesn't have it. It's not like tied down to anything. It's just free and joyous.
Mm-hmm.
It's able to like live like that.
And there's a quote that kind of shows that. It's the last stanza. It says, "Teach me half the gladness that thy brain must know, such harmonious madness from my lips would flow. The world should listen then, as I am listening now." So he's kind of like saying like the world should be like the bird too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they should like listen to the bird singing, and that they would have the same feeling that the poem is getting from the bird, of like this freeness, this like free joy, like heavenly spirit.
Okay. another question is, what are the connections between art and nature?
I thought that Shelley creates an image of nature through like the metaphor of like for beauty and like creativity and free expression and stuff. And like since the skylark is a bird and like birds are a part of nature and stuff and nothing is like containing them, it comes like a symbol of like creative impulse and like freeness and like being able to express yourself type of a thing. That's what I thought.
He's being like inspired by the bird.
Right.
And,
So in the third to last stanza, what does Percy say about feeling happiness if you've never felt any pain?
The poem says, yet if we could scorn hate and pride and fear, if we were things born not to shed a tear, I know not how thy joy we ever should come near. I think he means like you can never feel like
true joy
until like you
happiness.
felt something like bad or something. Or,
Yeah, you never know the difference.
Right.
The difference
Yeah,
between
if
the two.
everything's happy, like there's no difference in between.
you can't like compare
If
it like to
between-
moments in
yeah.
your life.
Exactly.
So like if something good happens, you can never compare it like to something that's bad to like know that it's good.
Like you wouldn't have anything good like without the
Right.
bad. It's like the reason that this was good is because something
It outweighed the
you know what
bad.
bad feels like, and so
You know,
obviously
like, the good is like so much better
Yeah.
than the pain.
Yeah.
What do you think it means about like the whole tying to the whole nature thing? Could it be like he feels happiness within nature?
Yeah,
Like all his happy moments came within nature, and like his like evil unhappy moments came like outside of it.
Well, yeah, because he's looking at the bird who's feeling this like true joy, and I guess he's like pondering how it got to that because he doesn't think that humans feel this like pure happiness and joy that the bird is expressing. So it's like godly creation is like able to feel that.
So what were y'all thinking the central idea of this could be?
Well, I was thinking that it has to do with man just like connecting with nature and being one with nature like in the world.
Because the whole time he's kind of like wanting to know how it feels to be like the free bird and all that, and like not have to deal with like the struggles that weigh him down like by humanly things in everyday life.
Right? It's like he wants us to be more interactive with like nature and stuff around us instead of what is like man-made type of a thing.
It's kind of like in Wordsworth's poems when he just wanted to connect with nature and be like one with it because that was like the greatness of the world and like the godly, like heavenliness of the world, and he liked that and wanted to connect with that.
So with the central idea being that, something to back it up, he talks about nature a lot, like at the beginning, and the golden lighting of the sunken sun, the pale purple even melts around thy flight like a star of heaven. He makes a lot of comparisons, and he talks really deeply about the imagery of nature. So,
And then around line 40, he's doing all of the similes where he's saying like a poet, like a highborn maiden, like a glowworm, golden, like he's comparing it to things that he knows in his life and just comparing nature to that